my own pages these days. But, things have changed such a lot, would you agree, in the world in the last couple of years? Many people are finding that it's very difficult to navigate their way through this ever changing world. And many people find that they get stuck more easily than they ever have before, not knowing their life purpose, not knowing what they should be doing. There's that word should, not knowing what to do with their life. And a lot of people also finding that they are having increased health issues, or they've got family around them that have increased health issues. And that is putting a burden on the family or on themselves. So, having spoken to so many people in the last few months, I thought I might come in and talk to you about transformation in an ever-changing world. I can see there are some people that have joined me. Welcome and thank you. You can make comments here. This is Restream that I'm using, so it's going out to different channels, but you can actually make comments as you normally would on a Facebook Live. So I welcome you to say hello, come on in and have a chat. So transformation in an ever-changing world. Really, we have change going on all the time, don't we? We enter different cycles of our life. We enter different chapters of our life. So when I'm talking about cycles, we go from being a toddler into an adolescent, into a teenager, into a young adult, into an adult, into a mature adult. And with each of those phases of life, we're faced with lots of different changes. Then we have the external world that also places changes in our path. And it is those changes that cause, if you like, there's cause and effect. So those changes cause us to react and respond in ways that we have learned to react and respond, unless you have been on a path of looking at how to live a soul-led life, unless you have been on a path where you've maybe taken up with a life coach or even a holistic counsellor that has the whole picture and has been, helping you navigate your way through. And you'll understand that your way of responding and reacting to life's curveballs and just life's hurdles will not come from your learned reactions. For anyone that has not been down that path, it becomes quite a struggle town in trying to manage and navigate your way with changes that come from the external world, because our patterns of behaviour and our reactions in all of that are framed on our perceptions and perspectives that have come from the way we've been raised, or whatever prejudice, for want of a better word, that we want to carry from our upbringing. So there's many facets to the reason that we respond and react the way we do. But at this time in the world, in most of the world, we have seen unprecedented change that has created a whole different feeling in the world. And as a lot of you will know, in the spiritual communities, there has been a focus on increasing the consciousness, is what it's called. So increasing the vibration of people. And that can be done through prayer, through intention, through meditation. And there are people around the world who have worked tirelessly to increase the awareness, the level of vibration for humanity. But then there are those who are not in that type of community. There are those who work environmentally and who are doing things to help the world from an environmental stand, which is incredible. There are others that dedicate their lives to sand medicines, and they are like angel people, doctors, nurses that go around to the poorer countries of the world and offer their services, which is tremendous. The thing is that none of those actions are in what is called a higher vibration. They bring change on an earth level, which is brilliant. Taking babies, taking people out of pain is always brilliant. I do believe that you can chat with me if you want. So let me just check this here. Being new there. Yeah, chat is on. So you're welcome to join the conversation. So when we're looking at our own transformation in an ever-changing world, the first thing to look at is, what does that mean for you? Is it really about the way that you want your life to be, or are you looking at it on a family level, that you would like to see some transformation in your family? If that's the case, what is that? And where would you start? If you are on a different level again, and you would like to pitch into transformation in an ever-changing world on a community level, and then greater still global country, then global, then what needs to happen is for you to really have that nailed as to what is that transformation that you are wanting to achieve, whether it be personal or whether it's family or on the greater scale of community and out into the world. And can you do it? Yes, you can. You most definitely can. When you are aligned with your transformation that you're seeking, then it will happen. Transformation in an ever-changing world is possible at any time. Creating new habits, bringing new habits in for yourself, for your family, is always possible. Transformation is a big word, and it is, if you like, the greatest outcome of changing habits, changing behaviors, changing reactions, the way that you think, the way that you hold on to things, the way you let go of things. You know, as I said, there are many aspects to this, even down to the most important, which is sickness and illness. So when we have an ever-changing world and our dynamics of our everyday change, that can really throw the central nervous system, the immune system, the digestive system into dreadful overdrive. And when you're in dreadful overdrive, we get inflammation, we build up an inability to be able to overcome sickness and illness. So transformation on a health and wellness level is very important at any time. How are you going to do that? Well, first off, as I said, you want to really be able to define what the transformation is that you are looking for. Also to define why it's important to you. And then what steps can you take to achieve that transformation? Why would you want to do any of that? Well, if you wanted to really have a most peaceful life, an enriched life, and a life of ease, that's why you would want to look at transformation in any part of your life. Remembering that there are different facets of your life, which is what makes it holistic. If one area of your life is out of balance, then it will have a domino effect on every other aspect of your life. And this is really important to understand when you're looking at transformation. So a lot of you who follow me on my Gwenda Smith page and also the Heal with Gwenda page, you know that I now do all of my teachings and lives in the Heal community, which is through the Mighty Networks. And you're more than welcome to message me or email me and ask for the link, or you can go and search for it, actually. So it's the Heal Harmonious Enlightened Life for You under Mighty Networks. And what I have in there are the tools, the practices, the workshops, the community to support you. Because this is the other thing about shifting and changing habits. When we're going to go through a transformation, it's not always easy to do on your own. You can probably think of things in your own workspace or even at home that you would either like to have support in, you'd like to have someone to help you along the way, but maybe you don't have that. So in the Heal community on the Mighty Networks platform, that's what we do have. We have a community where we come together and we have lives where we can actually see each other and sit together and go through various topics of things that are affecting people in their life, and then other topics that are just of interest, workshops and particular premium groups. The other thing that I wanted to let you know about today is 3 years ago, I was guided to begin working on a conference, a particular conference. And I'm not going to tell you the name of it. Some of you might even remember it, but I'm not going to say what it is today because it's now time for that conference to come forward. And this is going to be tremendous. This is going to be transformational all around the world. And it is going to be transformational on so many levels. The purpose of this conference coming up will be to give humanity a better, brighter future, and one where people return, human beings return to their heart and come out of their head. There was a post that I read on Facebook today, and the opening 2 words was the research. Now, what has happened over the last probably 15, maybe 20 years, but definitely 15 years, is everything has been pushed very hard as being science-based and evidence-based. What this does, and I'm going to expand on this. So in the interim though, what this does is it places you in your head so that you are thinking constantly, learning constantly, and taking on research and outcomes that are based on a particular want of the company, the business, or whoever is doing the research, be it pharmaceutical, be it medical, be it fly to the moon. They all have a particular outcome that they want from their research, and they will put particular parameters in place to get those results. That is how research works. Research is paid for, and it's paid for by the person who has the most vested interest in whatever the thing is, the item is that they're researching. So in one aspect, research is something we could say has been of benefit to humanity. There are things that have been researched that have come out to be able to change people's lives, that have been able to enhance people's lives. We could even say that what I'm sitting on here was through research and people that were very clever to be able to work with technology. So we can say that's research that was good. That's fine, and that is different to what I'm talking about with people who are reliant and go looking for science-based and evidence-based information research. Why is it important? Because when you are here all the time, when you are in your head, Your life is being run by the earth mind. It is not, you are not able to connect with your heart and therefore your soul. Why would we want to be connected there? Because your mind is the greatest challenge you will ever have in your life. Whereas your heart and your soul knows peace, knows unconditional love, and knows wonder and joy. The mind does not. The mind cannot differentiate between a negative, a positive. It is the deeper part of you that will take on the beauty and the wonderment of what might be called a positive vibration. So if we are forever in our mind, and some of you watching will relate to this, if you're forever in your mind, you're always asking questions, always looking to understand, but why this, but why that, how come, and you want answers to why is it so, as Professor Sumner Miller used to say. If you were to take yourself to your heart and allow yourself to hear your soul, you would actually find that you have far greater peace and you get solutions. And it is in the heart, through the heart, and the soul that you get transformation. You can transform your thoughts, which means you can transform your mind, and it takes persistence, courage, commitment, and determination, because your mind has been contrived and patterned and, for want of a better word, conditioned from the time you arrived into this world. So for everything that's been going on in the last 2.5 years, if you are very much in your mind, it will have been a very challenging time for you. And you may even have found that in this last year, your health has changed considerably. These things matter when you want to be able to up-level your life. So to be able to live a soul-led life means knowing how to work your wellness so that it is optimal, how to recover quickly from the likes of a flu, for example, how to restore the organs when there has been a lot of stress, when there's been a lot of anxiety, when there's even been depression, how to restore the emotional body. And that is, it's not really right to say that one part of us is more important than the other, but the emotional body really is the crux of everything that we experience. In our emotional body is where we store disappointments, sorrow, anger, everything that really tips us on our head and causes us to not be able to go through transformation. Some might say, well, you actually do go through transformation, but it's not the sort that you would want. So we want to be able to rise above things that come at us, things that come from out of the blue. You want to be able to go, oh, I can deal with that. So what I'd like to offer to you is to keep an eye out for the conference, because that's exactly what we'll be doing, is offering you the tools, the practices, the people to be able to connect with that can really assist you on your transformation. And, you know, it really doesn't matter whether it's transformation of yourself, because you will be like the ripple on the river. I was thinking pebble. So you will be like the ripple of the pebble on the river. When you transform yourself, you transform others. When you want to bring transformation into your family, it begins with you. It doesn't begin with them. Always begins with you. If you want to bring transformation into the greater world, then you become a bigger pebble, if you like, and your ripple is bigger. But it still begins with you and where you are at with your beliefs, your values, your way of living your values, of understanding what that transformation is that you really want. So if you would like somewhere to start and you would like to be in a supportive community where you can learn at your own pace, where you can be heard, listened to, supported, encouraged, where you can feel empowered, then I really warmly invite you into the Heal community on the Mighty Networks platform. And there's so much in there for you to enjoy. So transformation in an ever-changing world is possible. And the more you continue to transform yourself, the more you transform the world around you, and eventually the greater world. Be one of those people. Be one of those people that make the difference for the world of today and of tomorrow. For those of you who sat with me, thank you. I will find out where your comments are. Hopefully I'll be able to see them on one of the pages and how we go there. So let's have a look. Nope. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. And if you are used to me being on the spiritual events directory, I'll be on there this evening. Bye for now.